what we mean. Everybody that's put in the.
So that little clip is not only my adorable son, but it also shows kind of the before of the shed as well. We just put regular shed stuff inside of it basically, but this is the shed beforehand. So first things first, you have to run electrical. If you don't already have electrical in your shed, my husband had to put in all the outlets, all the light switches, and all the lights. We did recessed lights, so he had to wire for that as well. But this was the first step, just to make sure that we have outlets everywhere that we want them to be before we go in and put the walls and sheetrock and flooring in. This was an extremely bare shed. This is your standard shed, just wood inside. It had shelves. There was like this vinyl peeling flooring that the previous homeowners put in. This is the light switch that we're using. We used a dimmer switch, which I didn't find out until later that it was a dimmer switch, which was absolutely amazing. But after my husband had all the electrical run, put in all the outlets that we needed, all the switches and lights, we put in the insulation. So the insulation you have to cut to go in between all these studs, I believe. I don't know. Just telling you what went next. So after all the insulation was in where it was supposed to be, we started putting up the drywall. So when you're putting up your drywall, you have to cut the holes wherever your electrical is going to be, wherever your lighting is going to be, your outlets, things like that. So as you can see the holes for the recessed lighting, and then he put that in just so he had lighting to work with, because he was working with like a floor lamp to do all this work in the beginning. But he started with the drywall on the ceiling, then he started on the lower half of the shed, and there is like a curve in the shed because it's a shed, so he had to work in pieces instead of in bigger like blocks to make sure that the drywall was put in correctly and all the insulation was put in correctly. Whenever you have a bare space like this, you're able to customize it whatever way you want because you're able to see everything, but you do have to plan ahead for exactly what you want. So we figured we wanted lights on the outside of the shed, so we found these beautiful sconces at Home Depot to put on the outside, and we'll just have the electrical run to the inside so that I'm able to turn it on and off from the inside. But you have to cut the holes for the sconces, then put them in, make sure there's electrical run to them. And I feel like they just added a really nice touch, like you know that this is a livable, usable space, and this is just the switch, so I'm able to turn it on and off. Then he finished the drywall on the inside, so you have to tape and spackle. You have to wait for all of that to dry before you can actually sand it so that everything is smooth. Then you have to put drywall paint, which is kind of like a primer for whatever paint you're going to be using. We just went with white because I wasn't sure what color I wanted to use. I didn't know what color theme I was going with. So we just did white, and if I wanted to change it later, I could do that. But this is everything completed, the drywall paint and the regular paints. And then he just went in and did like the base trim, and then the trim around the door, then the trim around the window, and then I think he put trim around one of the outlets. We had to paint the middle of that door just because we knew we were putting the flower paneling up, and we didn't want the wood to peek through in that area, so he painted that area white. Then we started the floors. Well, he started the floors. I keep saying we, but it was him. These floors have the underlayment in them, which helps to make them soundproof, helps to prevent buckling, and it helps with like the insulation so that your temperature is being locked in. And the floors came out great. These are super durable floors. They're easy to clean. They're kind of scratch proof. You know, you can scratch floors if you're too rough on them, but they're pretty durable. It's great for the outside. And then you lay down your trim once all of that is finished. But this is it basically done. Once your floors are laid down, like you can really see what you're doing. You can see everything. Your vision basically comes to life because now it's really done. Now it's just time for the interior design once everything is cleaned up. There's no heating or cooling unit attached to the shed, so we're just going to be using like electrical heaters and electrical cooling units, or like fans, just to keep the temperature bearable. But it stays pretty cool in the shed, so I really just need a heater for it and a fan when it gets too hot. Now that all the electrical, all the drywall, all the lights, outlets, flooring, trim is all finished, now it's time for interior design. These are the flower panels that we used. I don't remember where I got them from. I have to look through my email, but I'll link it down below where I got them from. But these are going to be used on the door, and we just put them onto a board so that I'm able to put them onto the door. So I think my husband used zip ties and staples, like the thick staples, to put them onto this white board, and then we're going to just nail it to the door. We kept the bottom clear just for when you're opening and closing the door, the flowers don't get messed up and fall off. And then there's a hole for where the doorknob is. But it came out great. I love that it has this feature because this is like the pop section. Since everything was white, I didn't know what color I was going with. So now I'm able to go from here as well to figure out what colors I'm going with. But everything is completely cleared, completely done, and now we just have to get furniture. So this is the time that I realized that the switch he put in was a dimmer, which I don't know why I was so amazed by it, but it just really made it seem like this is mine and this is done. So I think that's why I was so excited. But yeah, the light switch is on a dimmer. We got the desk first. This is the before, just so you guys remember where we came from. And then this is the after. So now we are just furnishing it.
All right, I'm just starting from over here because this is the other shed. We have two sheds, so this one is gonna be used for, you know, shed purposes, lawn stuff, kid outdoor toys, all of that stuff. I really wanted to start outside to show you guys where the trench was dug. The trench is basically where you dig underground so that you're able to run electrical from your home to wherever outside of your property. I think. I'm not a contractor, but that's how I took it. That's how my husband explained it. So the trench is like in the ground and it goes all the way to my shed. So my shed is over there and this is the front of it. So we're going to build a deck in the front of it just so you're not stepping from the grass straight into the shed. It kind of leads a lot of like grass and leaves into the shed, so we figured a deck would help. And let's go inside. So this is the shed, fully furnished. Well, not fully furnished. I have most of the stuff. I might need a few more things, but we can start over here on this side. So this is actually a chair from my dining room. I just have it here for now. That's not staying there. I want to get like a wine fridge or a shelf, so that might be what goes there. I got this couch from Wayfair. It came with the pillows, and I got that from HomeGoods. This right here is a vinyl sticker. Everyone always thinks it's a painting, but this is a vinyl sticker. So we sent my logo to a company, and the company printed, cut it, and they came and installed it. Just because these things are kind of hard to put up because they can have bubbles underneath them. You can get lint stuck. It adheres to whatever you stick it to, so you have to be really careful. So it's really great that they came and did that. Over here in this back corner is where all the magic happens, basically. So that painting we got from Marshall's, and it was only $25. It's by an amazing black artist, and I got that piece way before we even moved into our house. I knew whatever workspace I was getting, I wanted the aesthetic to kind of be what that painting gives, if that makes sense. Because for me, all of this vibe goes with that painting. So this is a cosmetics fridge. I don't have cosmetics in it right now. I have water in it, and I got that as a gift. My husband got me that as a gift. We got this nightstand from Facebook Market. Somebody was selling it on Facebook Market for like $100. It's great quality wood. The hardware is good, so it went in here perfectly. I keep all my Cricut stuff in there, all my agenda stuff. Down here is like packaging for the for whenever I'm sending stuff out, and this is like agenda stuff. I have a small vacuum. It's a hand vacuum that I just use for the floor and the desk. Of course, it's really just me in here. I'm not too messy, so the small vac is perfect. I have a cutting board because I do a lot of like cutting with my labels and paper and whatever else. This pampas was supposed to be for the floor over here. I got it from Facebook Market from a drop shipper. It came way too small, so that's why it's on my desk. I got this little desk organizer from Amazon, and I have this as a gift from my husband as well. He knows I really like succulents, so he got me one that matches the aesthetic in here perfectly. I have my Cricut in here. I Cricut everything, life, organization, business, everything comes out of that Cricut. My computer, printer, of course. This desk I got from Facebook Market as well, from a drop shipper, and it's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a desk for the corner. I didn't know if I wanted an L shape or regular size, but this is perfect because it fits everything on it and it doesn't look cluttered, to me at least. So it has the white marble top, it has the gold legs. That chair we got from Wayfair. It came in 2 pieces, so you just stick the top on the bottom. Simple and done. So the TV, it's on like a full motion bracket, so I can like swing it out so I can watch it from my desk, or I can leave it flush against the wall so I can watch it when I'm on the couch, or when my kids are in here, they sit on the couch and watch TV. This accent cabinet, I got that from HomeGoods, and that was actually a gray cabinet. I was looking for something like a particular accent cabinet, and I couldn't really find like a nice white one or a nice gold one that I liked. So I saw that in HomeGoods. It was gray, and my husband was like, we could just spray paint it whatever color you want it to be. So he spray painted it for me. He spray painted the doors the gold and then the rest the white. He also made this little wine feature thing for me, which is super cute. This little like, what is it, felt board is from Five Below. Super inexpensive, obviously. It was $5 and it fits great. I can change the lettering and the words on it whenever I need to. This little fake plant, I got that from HomeGoods as well, and that was like $7. And of course my camera and ring light, they don't have a particular place, but they just stay right there for now. They move around whenever I'm filming. This Google Home we also got from Facebook Market. Somebody got it doubled as a gift or something, so we got it for like $35, that Google Home. And then we have this Google Wi-Fi extender right here, which is essential. It's essential because obviously I need Wi-Fi out here. So the other, you have to get 2 of these. So the other one is attached to my Wi-Fi router, and then this here just brings the service from in the house out here, so that I'm able to get internet out here. And then you see my flower wall, or my flower door I should say. I don't get much chance to shoot in front of it just because I just got in here and I'm doing more things, you know, office wise and business wise than filming, but soon I'm gonna be in front of that a lot. But this is the shed from this side, and it is like, it's everything that I wanted it to be. I'm so happy that my husband was able to make this happen for me. Right there is where I'm going to either put the shelf, or over there, or the wine fridge. Actually both. We're doing the wine fridge, or like a little wine shelf. And we're gonna do a little shelf for like my back stock and storage as well. I don't know which side I'm gonna put which on, but those are the areas that I'm filling next, and then I am done. And that is it really right now, fully furnished. Not that that's it, because this is everything. I'm in love with it. Sometimes I find myself just sitting in here, just looking around, because I'm so comfortable in here, and this is everything that I wanted it to be.